5 years on, and this is a channel update for Disturbing Trends. This channel. It will be in 2 parts. The second part was made about 4 years ago, and that one posted to another platform since this one was suspended at the time, so that I didn't have to explain over and over again about this channel's status. The first part, this one, will be to fill you in on the latest news regarding channel suspensions and the nonsense I've had to endure for the last 5 years. Bear in mind that this channel has been suspended 4 times and restored 4 times by YouTube, and the restored message always said that I did nothing wrong. The last suspension was on March 21st, 2019 for repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines. Please note that in part 2 of this video, it will become a recurring pattern. Also, like part 2 of this video, I'll be leaving out a lot of communication with YouTube that is repetitive and like talking to a bot. On March 23rd, 2019, Team YouTube confirms on Twitter that my channel did violate spam, scams, etc. On September 14, 2021, our pals at the team had a closer look and confirmed that I was correctly suspended for violating spam, scam policies. But this doesn't end there. On March 27, 2024, this year, I received this email that after 5 full years to the month, I was getting my channel back. Quote, "Hi, Disturbing Trends. We have reviewed your appeal for the following channel, Disturbing Trends." That's nice to know. "After taking another look, we can confirm that your channel does not violate our community guidelines. Thanks for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Our goal is to make sure content doesn't violate our community guidelines so that YouTube can be a safe place for all. And sometimes we make mistakes trying to get it right. We're sorry for any frustration our mistake caused you, and we appreciate you letting us know how this affects your channel. To make this right, we've put your channel back on YouTube." And just like that, we can all pretend that it never happened. I frankly was in shock after receiving this email. However, I did know from a few YouTube insiders that my channel was still there and I would one day get it back. I'm not going to reveal what channels I used to get this final judgment, but I am sure to use it again, quicker the next time they decide to suspend, then unsuspend my channel for doing nothing wrong. Wow. To those who stuck with me and my channel during the 4 separate suspensions and unsuspensions, I thank you with all of my heart. Now for part 2 of the video, which as mentioned was created several years ago. I figured the current news should be first, and if you want to be bored to tears hearing the same story over and over again, you can listen from here on. Hello. There are likely 2 types of people watching this video. The few that will randomly see it on this platform, and hopefully the movers and shakers on YouTube that might have come across this, or I was successful in getting some attention to my plight. I am sincerely hoping that someone or a group of influencers can champion the cause of restoring my YouTube channel. Here is the issue in a nutshell. YouTube has repeatedly suspended my channel since June of 2018. 4 times they have suspended my channel and have reinstated it 3 times so far, and finally deciding that I was not in violation of any rules or terms of service up until this last suspension. I must add that I had and still have no community guidelines or copyright strikes or even warnings on my account, although I think we've seen a lot of that over the last few years. In this video, I will demonstrate that I have repeatedly been suspended and my account reinstated after YouTube has insisted that I was guilty of the nebulous unknown, to me that is, offense, only to say I did nothing wrong. It will become obvious in the few short minutes this video will take that a small YouTuber is being silenced, most likely for having the wrong opinion. You'll see the total arbitrary nature of the abuse my channel has endured at the hands of the tech giant. They want to silence me, and so far it's working. This is destroying my YouTube channel brand, obviously, and hurting my ability to express my opinions and for my channel to succeed. Whether it is intentional, maybe it's third parties not happy with my opinions, or some mistake or glitch, the results are the same. It is not allowing me to flourish and contribute to the public debate on issues on that platform. Okay, we'll start with the June 2018 suspension. The first channel suspension was on June 11, 2018. They tell me that my channel was suspended due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines. They also say, after review, we determined that activity in your account violated our community guidelines, which prohibit spam, scams, or commercially deceptive content. These are completely absurd claims as I work hard to build my channel brand and viewer loyalty. And with many other creators, I have invested money not only in equipment like microphones, etc., but have also traveled places, even outside the country, to report on events that might interest my viewers. Most creators know the immense investment of time in researching, writing, recording, and editing, all to make one 10-minute video. On the same day, YouTube declined my suspension appeal. After reaching out and contacting a trusted flagger, I will be keeping the identity of the trusted flagger anonymous so he isn't clobbered with attention. He was able to help me get my channel unsuspended. 2 days later, on June 13th, he said this: "Your channel has been reinstated." I asked him why it was suspended, and his answer was, "I don't think you did anything wrong, a mistake on their side." The August-September 2018 suspensions. My second channel suspension was on August 27, 2018, and on the same day they declined my appeal. As you can see, my channel was again suspended for the same reasons as previous. I reached out to a different YouTube flagger, I'll keep him anonymous too, on Twitter and asked him to look into my suspension. His reply was, "I just heard back. It's been confirmed accurate. I cannot help you." I mentioned that the exact same thing happened 2 months ago, but I got my channel back. They said it was a mistake. To this, the trusted flagger replied, "You violated spam rules. I cannot discuss this further." I appealed at the highest level to Google employees. Your termination is correct and I cannot help you. The rules you violated can be found in the spam guidelines. Yeah, right. About a month later, on September 21st, while my channel was still under suspension, and of course there was no way for me to violate any YouTube policies or rules, YouTube decided to suspend my channel again. And as you can see, it was suspended for the third time for the same reasons. Due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines, all the spam, scam stuff again. This explains why I received 2 separate notices from YouTube that my channel was again not in violation of their terms of service. On December 5th, 2018, they tell me, "We have re-reviewed your account and have concluded that it is not in violation of our terms of service. Therefore, we have unsuspended your account. This means your account is once again active and operational and in good standing." And on the same day, I received a separate response to the strange mid-suspension suspension from September. They tell me, "Hi there, after a review of your account, we have confirmed that your YouTube account is not in violation of our terms and service. As such, we have unsuspended your account." Well, I don't know about you, but my account, quote unquote, not being in violation of terms of service is one hell of a vast chasm between totally cool and all this repeated and severe stuff I was being accused of. On March 21st, 2019, this was just a few months after I got my channel back, I was notified again by YouTube that my channel was suspended for the same violation as before. You know, the same rules or terms of service that 3 previous times they found I was not in violation of. On the same day, they rejected my channel appeal. I was suspended 4 times for the exact same reason, and unsuspended 3 times for doing no wrong. You can see by the suspensions and unsuspensions of my channel that there is a clear case for wrongdoing or error that has affected my voice on YouTube. I have left out most of the countless communication I've had or tried to have with YouTube over these suspensions. As you might guess, most of the responses from YouTube were auto responses, repeating the same thing over and over again. The few times I was lucky to have been in contact with real people, they just repeat the basic text of the auto responses and say, "Tough luck, nothing we can do for you." I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what they're saying. As a non-government business, YouTube, Google is not violating my First Amendment rights, but is instead intentionally or not engaged in censorship of me, possibly based on my ideas or opinions. Some social media platforms have become monolithic and control such a large percentage of the internet platforms that censorship does end up as being pretty much the same as violating a person's free speech or First Amendment rights. Here is my best guess at what happened, although I have no way of knowing what or why my channel has been taken down so much. But since I do a lot of commentary, it's likely that someone got butthurt over one or more of my videos and started mass flagging. I may never know, since YouTube refuses to even hint at what videos or content is the problem or violation. I have asked YouTube to review my channel and at the same time facilitate some dialogue that I'd be happy to participate in that would help us content creators to understand the process that appears to randomly shut down some voices, apparently arbitrarily, so that we can improve the platform and make it a valuable and productive place. How are we to improve our channel if we never have access to what the problem might be? Imagine any other place in the world, like your job or at school, just anywhere. You are told you did something wrong, but you are not told what that transgression is. I guess a better analog would be the government of North Korea. Citizens are arrested for crimes, but may never be told what those crimes are. Is this where we are headed? I am not the first nor far from the last to experience this, but I appeal to anyone watching this with a larger audience to champion my cause. It's not just me and the countless other smaller creators' fate that's at stake. It's the platform as a whole. If they can silence countless people that do not violate laws, rules, or terms of service, then they can take anyone out, just like that. I also still have money that I earned in my AdSense account that YouTube holds and I'll likely never see. The outcome I seek. I want to find out why organizations like YouTube, Google, Facebook, Twitter, etc. can continue to seemingly arbitrarily stop people from doing whatever it is they are trying to do online and would like to work to resolve issues like the one I am faced with and, of course, to retrieve my channel. Not just retrieve what was lost, but to be involved in a dialogue to see if there could be another way of doing this without shutting down voices. Thank you for watching. I'm not a popular or well-known media personality, and that makes it easy for YouTube/Google to sweep people like me under the rug. Very few notice and even less care. I have been and want to continue to create positive dialogues that help us progress as people.